What's up, traders? Mr. Travis Pavlik.
To prevent her scent betraying her, she makes a wide sweep to get downwind of the seal.
It's a nice meal right there, baby. That is a nice meal. That has a lot of blubber.
She's now right behind the seal.
What's up, motherfucker? I'm out! I'm out! R.I.P. R.I.P. Seal. Booyakasha. We are back with another trading Bitcoin. Here we go. There's the raw chart. This is what it looks like on a 4-hour Bitfinex prices. You can see the whole bottom since February, technically December of 18, the real bottom, but February the bottom that I called, a little bit higher low, and ever since then we've been off to the races with pretty mild pullbacks. This whole pullback here was pretty decent and lasted from June 19th to July 28th, sorry. So over 5 weeks of selling off, we got a pop, we got a lock, and we got a drop. So basically we had a decent sell-off here. I'll put back on the kind of channels that don't get overly concerned with this. Just focus on one line at a time. This is simply channels connecting these. We can run up into this resistance, and then hold on, move this over here. Okay, now we're back. Hopefully that's better audio quality, but basically we kind of had this triangle. Everyone thought it was the upside. I thought it was going to break to the downside. I wanted 11,000. I got my 11,000, but I didn't get it in the way that I wanted it to. I got 11,100, 11,129, and then it popped right back up to the mid 11s. And now we're, $500 lower at 10.9, and somewhere in this region, I'll throw on. I wish I could just throw on just individual, but all I'm doing here is I'm drawing a Fibonacci on this range here, and then also this whole range from the very top. And what that's doing is it's giving me the 618, both the 618. Depending on how you draw them. If you draw them upside down, they're 382. But basically, it's right in this region here, which is 10.9, and let's see, what is it also? 10.892 and 10.677. So we can see this moving averages catching up here. I believe this is the 200. So this is what? Oh, it's EMA versus SMA. So either way, we should have some support in this region here. This is where I nibbled again. I was flat in one account. I was short in one account here. And then I was long in another account of just kind of a longer term kind of buy and hold the whole way up. Don't really want to be trading in and out of that one because it's actually in GBTC, which is not my preferred trading vehicle, but it is what it is. I don't want to be trading in and out, and the trading hours are just shit on that product. So anyways, we are at a critical point here because if I just take this off and zoom out, if we don't hold here and we go back down into here, we're going to be below, this relative moving average. I don't like triple bottoms, I don't like it. So, oh yeah, we're just going to go down to 9.2 and then tick back up. So, but it is normal for this so far to reach this resistance, sell off a bit, and then return with a killer breakout and faking some people off. So if we look at this whole 5-week period, shaking people off, there's big time easy money on the way up. If you were long, and then now, hey, it's going to be a little bit harder going forward to make money in Bitcoin. So you're going to be along for the ride. We also have somewhat this region over here, this previous high, just around 11,000. So in this general area, a lot of people want to go a tick above here and get long, and then as soon as it ticks down here, they sell for a loss, or they give up, or they short it, or whatever. It's not really go across the room, look at the chart. What do you see? Blink a little bit, squint your eyes. I see a general uptrend, and I'm fine with it for now. But really, a daily close under 10.4. Yeah, I would not want to be seeing that. Somewhere in this region, 10.4, 10.3, 10.2, you're thinking it's going to go all the way back down here again. So I would rather we pop up off of here, whether it's 10.6 or maybe a brief dive to 10.5, but not a daily close. So then we can continue the trend, the march upwards. But just keep in mind, again, everyone was super, super bullish up in here. Everyone just knew it. We waited 5 weeks for this period when everyone knew it was going to go higher. And actually, there was a lot of people that wanted a little bit lower. It wasn't that easy to catch this move, which I caught. But at the same time, there was a lot of, yeah, we're going back to 20K, like all in one step overnight. No, sir. There's the logarithmic chart. There's the non-logarithmic chart on Bitfinex on a monthly, a weekly. You can never really look at these too much. You can see right in here, we're actually encountering the same area where we sold off and came into this area and then dumped. So it's interesting, none of these wicks could close on a weekly basis above this area. This one was pretty close at 11,485, 11,549 on Bitfinex. So that's interesting. Also, let's look at some shitcoins. EOS. Why is it a shitcoin? Well, I'll tell you. Unfortunately, our great savior, Brendan Bloomer. Let's see what this idiot has to say. Brendan Bloomer. Somebody asked him if he was okay in Hong Kong. Hong Kong is obviously in a state of turmoil because Hong Kong is separate than communist China. It's the free market version. And now, yes, Brendan Bloomer says, yes, Hong Kong is one of the most peaceful, low-crime societies on the planet, but Hong Kong is caught in the middle of a lot of geopolitical conflict at the moment. I'm more worried about my family in the U.S. amidst all the mass shootings with illegal assault weapons. Stay safe, everyone. Heart. Oh, this goes so far against what I believe in as far as, like, the Second Amendment is there for, like, protection of people, core humanity. You cannot be free unless you have a right to defend yourself on the same grounds kind of as the government. And just horrible argument here. I was hoping he was more of a libertarian, but kind of like Dan Larimer. And sorry, I'm going a little slow. Maybe I'll have some energy drink. Fantastic energy drink here, by the way. Rockstar, 300 milligrams of caffeine, but I haven't had the whole thing yet, so that's why I'm a little bit slow today. Anyways, Dan Larimer, one of the reasons why I trusted him with this shitcoin. By the way, I have no position in it. It's just sad to see people where it's like, you know, I've had a tremendous bias towards EOS as far as you want to believe in the founders. Definitely, Vitalik doesn't believe in libertarian. He's more of a leftist. What do you got? Roger Ver. I actually do like Roger Ver, and that's gonna piss off a lot of people. I'm not a Bitcoin Cash maximalist. I think that there should be competition in free markets, and I'm not offended that he's using the Bitcoin name because it is Bitcoin. It's a fork of Bitcoin. He's not the worst person ever. So a lot of silliness. Epstein, Hong Kong. Oh, Trump is a white supremacist. Oh my. But let's keep it crypto. Crypto and politics, they all merge together. So at the end of the day, I follow politics very closely. Money is a political tool as well. So you see this no better way portrayed than Bernie Sanders, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. You see it with Elizabeth Warren. You see it on basically the whole left. It's race and it's money. Andrew Yang, the Yang Gang, they're trying to literally give you he's running on a platform of, yeah, we're just going to give you free money. That's it. Like, that's it. Oh, you're a stupid fool, and automation is gonna come take all your money. You're not gonna be able to adapt in this new market. You fucking peasant. That's what he's saying. And the only hope that you have is the government gonna come and nuzzle you down with some green bucks, with some feel goods. Ooh, the government's gonna just provide you. The government has never provided for anyone other than the crony capitalists, the Clintons, the long-term politicians that have enriched themselves off the system, off the backs of hardworking Americans, off the backs of the American taxpayer. So the Nancy Pelosi, the Joe Bidens, anybody who's been involved in politics a long time as a substantial bank account, where did you get that from? So the government will never provide me with anything. But going back to EOS and Dan Larimer, they're talking about a universal basic income. He's calling it that, I think, to try to get some certain people on board. I think it's almost a technological subsidy in the form of, look, Gmail is great. They're subsidizing free email. They're subsidizing free YouTube, but then they're also having the paying clients. So they're willing to give it to you for free to build this crazy network effect, because now the networks are so sticky that I can't get off of Facebook and Twitter because I'd have to take all my friends with me. So at that point, the switching costs are too high. Not for me as an individual. I can go on Gab, I can go on BitChute, I can go on Vimeo if I want. A lot of these different outlets, the switching costs as far as the whole network are too big. I am excited to see Gab do a replication service where they're going to replicate on Twitter and add it to their own platform, because then if I'm seeing the same content as Twitter, well, what's their real advantage then? Ability for other people on Twitter to see your comments from Gab. So that's an interesting strategy. I'm interested to see that play out. We do want to take notice that basic tension token shite on the lows. Bitcoin Cash. It's actually up today, so it's something to take note. If it starts leading like Litecoin led on the way last time, Litecoin, near the lows. So we'll see if it can put in a bottom here. Just omisigo. Ether, yep, on the lows. So not a ton of excitement, but look at the decimation in altcoins. You had this triangle, it broke. Oh man, you had to get out. You had to get out and you had to radio for support because $6.20 to $2.60, that's not a decent return. That's a fake out, shake out, bake out, thank you ma'am, bam, schlam. Okay, that is not a nice thing. So Bitcoin coming into support, time to put some risk back on for me personally. And areas that I'm watching, I can say definitively under 10-1, there's not really much that can good happen, but I don't really want to wait that long. So a daily close, if we don't get the reversal that I want, I can easily sit it out because it's just not. I would have much preferred 11,000 to hold. When I woke up, was it this morning, and I saw we were already under 11,000. So that didn't hold. It was just dumping straight through 11,000. But I wanted a 1-to-1. So if you take a Fibonacci and you do kind of an ABC, we just got out of an ABC. But if you take this down to here, up to here, you're going to see that the 1-to-1 at 11,000, this is why I was calling for 11,000 when we were up here. I got it, but I didn't get it in the way that I got it. So the way that I wanted it. So, but we are at a 1.27 right in here. So sometimes that's the case. Obviously a 1618 is not ideal. Why is the C wave so long? And again, A, B, C. So it's a correction. It's a pattern within an overall uptrend, bottom left, upper right. So that's the way I'm looking at the charts now. I did put a position on at 10.8 something, 10.88, 10.8750, something like that. But I have the rest of my firepower waiting for a better setup or for it to really, on this 4 hour here, right? It's an inside bar. I don't love it. I'd like to see it come to this area and then set up for this inside bar. But the quicker it reverses and the faster it reverses, the better. I might even rather buy something. You got to kind of look at the overhead resistance now. So we kind of base in this 11.3 area, 11.2. But I wanted to springboard out of here. And, 12.2 to 10.8, that's a decent amount of reward for, a couple $100 of risk. So if you buy 10.8, you get stopped out at 10.3, let's call it, 500. 10.8, 11.8, 12.3, so 1,500. So it's 3-to-1, right? That's kind of what you look for, and if you're right a certain percentage of the time, then you'll do well. So that's it. I went a little bit longer on this one, but hope that's helpful, and that's the current Bitcoin price analysis and politics now, because evidently we're doing that. That's it. Peace out. Have a good day.
Like a thief in the night, I'm coming for your heart, I'm coming for your heart. This time it's anything goes. I guess I'm just a selfish ghost, 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 just a selfish